Resilient leadership is about leading with strength, clarity, and focus. Not just when times are good, but especially when things fall apart. It is the kind of leadership that stands firm when the ground is shaking. In today's world, where the race to outshine, outsmart, and outpace others defines modern leadership, true resilient leaders have become rare gems. These are the ones who lead not for applause, but for purpose. Across history, when societies faced adversity, it was the leaders of resilience who rose, transforming challenges into opportunities, fear into courage, and despair into hope. These are not just leaders, they are the architects of perseverance. Resilient leaders are not just people with titles. They are men and women who lead in homes, schools, offices, communities, governments, faith spaces, and fields of influence. Their journey is often misunderstood. They are expected to be strong, even when they are breaking. They are called to decide, even when uncertain, and relied on, even when no one stopped to ask of their well-being. But they lead anyway, with courage, with conviction. Welcome once again to Pierre Daris. In this segment of Tales of Resilience, we shift our focus to those who carry not just the weight of their lives, but the weight of many others. Today, we celebrate the leaders of resilience, extraordinary individuals, visionaries, warriors, and changemakers who embody resilience in every sphere of life. They remain grounded in principles, steady in storms, and anchored in values. Resilience is not about avoiding the storm, but learning to dance in the rain. Yet in a society quick to celebrate noise over integrity, their quiet strength is often overlooked, their sacrifices unrecognized. But make no mistake, their impact is lasting and their legacy is profound. Today, we shine a light on different types of leaders, each showing us what resilient leadership truly looks like: bold, unwavering, and purpose-driven. We start by looking at the political and community leaders. These are the people entrusted with public vision, leaders in the national governments, devolved units, and community elders. They must stand when everyone else sits. They must speak when everyone else is silent. They lead amidst expectations, scrutiny, criticism, and at times betrayal. Yet, the resilient ones don't serve for power, they serve for purpose. They brave long meetings, angry crowds, political storms, and public loss, because they believe a better society is possible. Their resilience is tested not just by opposition, community challenges, or pressure, but by the responsibility of being right even when it's hard. Our second category is the faith leaders. These are the spiritual mentors. They carry the invisible burdens of others. They preach hope when their own homes could be in turmoil. They comfort the broken when they themselves could be grieving. They stand at bedsides, funerals, weddings, and altars, always giving, always listening, always praying. A resilient faith leader cries behind closed doors, then steps onto the pulpit with strength, not because they feel strong, but because someone out there is depending on them to be. Our next category of leaders is the corporate and institutional leaders. They lead teams, departments, institutions, balancing profits, people, pressure. They must inspire when the morale is low. They must innovate when resources are tight, and they must take blame when things fail and credit others when things succeed. Resilient corporate leaders don't just manage businesses, they nurture human potential, they mentor, motivate, and model grace under fire. What about the grassroots and local leaders, the unseen engines of change? These are the women's group cheerleaders, the Matatu or Boda Boda Association heads, the CBO leaders, the youth mobilizers, the village champions. They have no official budgets, yet they run projects. They have no offices, yet they manage people. They respond to needs with heart and often with their own resources. They solve disputes, advocate for the voiceless, and mobilize for the community good. They may never appear on the news, but they're the reason some communities stand. And finally, we look at leadership in the home, fathers, mothers, guardians. We acknowledge this because leadership is not about position, it is about responsibility. And there's no leadership more selfless than that of a parent. Balancing meals and morals, guiding children through chaos, holding families together while holding back tears. Parents are the first leaders we know, and for many, the most resilient. Ladies and gentlemen, resilient leadership is not about perfection. It is about endurance. Our societies desperately need leaders who don't run away from difficult, but rise through it. Leaders who stand tall when things fall apart, not because they are unshaken, but because they choose to rebuild, to refocus, to press on. So today, let's commit to celebrating resilient leadership. Let's encourage those who lead with conviction. Let's create spaces where resilience can thrive in our homes, our schools, our communities, and our nations. And above all, let us boldly shun irresponsible leadership and embrace the kind that inspires generations. Leadership that serves with integrity, leads with compassion, and dares to transform society for the better. And so, to our resilient leaders, you don't always have answers. You aren't always perfect, but you show up. You sacrifice. You guide, protect, build, and carry others when needed. This is our tribute to those who lead in silence, those who fall but rise, those who are broken but still build, and those whose leadership is not defined by position but by purpose. To the leaders of resilience, we see you, we thank you, and today we honor you. As we conclude this episode, let us remember, resilient leadership is the quiet strength that chooses responsibility over comfort, accountability over excuses, and service over self. Because resilient leadership isn't just what we need today, it is what will shape the world we live for tomorrow. This has been Tales of Resilience, only on JPEG Diaries. Don't forget to subscribe, share this message, and stay with us as we continue to celebrate resilience. Thank you so much for staying with me. I'll see you next time.